Welcome to Speed Round Sunday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share a mini episode from our past for your weekend listening pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. So, I don't know if you know this, but there has been a raging debate on the internet recently about the very hot topic of whether or not you use a top sheet on your bed. Or do you
the internet just needs to go lie down?
I know. It's on par with is the dress black and blue or white and gold or whatever. But, we hear these things and we think, speed round. So
absolutely.
I am now asking you, Terry, to put your stake in the ground and tell us about your use of top sheets.
I set my stake on top sheets. Yes, absolutely. A top sheet. Who knows where that comforter's been? You just gotta, I like that extra layer. What do you do if you don't have a top sheet and in the summer when it's hot and you don't want to have your duvet or your comforter over you? You're just laying out there with nothing on top of you? That's
Couldn't do that.
You need the top sheet for. Now, I am a traditionalist, and I think that top sheets are both good and necessary, even though they often slip down to the very bottom of the bed while you're sleeping and are not really doing anything. But still, it's tradition. It's the way it should be. And I think that arguing about it is silly. But I will argue if somebody says they shouldn't. They should do away with it. As we often say on this podcast, everybody's different. Go ahead.
Here's the issue that we have in my house. I am pro top sheet. And also multiple other coverings. And my husband is constantly kicking them all off, pulling them out from the corners, just generally thrashing around and causing all kinds of havoc. And it's hard, I can understand why people want to sleep in separate beds.
Forget this.
When they have such very different feelings and needs when it comes to their bedding.
Well, my son's sheet and comforter are always at the bottom or on the floor, bottom of his bed or on the floor every morning when we go wake him up. But I still make him have a top sheet and pull it up at night.
Yep, you got to start that way.
Yes, there's certain traditions.
Well, I was just going to say that I'm on the other end of the spectrum here.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yes. Well, okay. I grew up with a very formal bed that had to be made every day. And things had to be tucked and straightened. And so as an adult, I have kind of bucked the system a bit. I don't have a top sheet. I have a duvet cover that is like a bed sheet. And I have several of them that I rotate and wash. And yes, if it's too hot, I kick it off and I don't use it at all. So I am not a top sheet person. I can't stand it. I get tangled in it. I don't like the fact that it's tucked in at the bottom with my feet. I feel like I'm like closed and claustrophobic. Like when I go to a hotel, it's like, I keep it there, but I rip out the bottom part so that my feet can
get some air.
Get some ventilation, air flowing through.
As a short person, I never feel particularly constricted by the bed being tucked in at the bottom because my feet don't come anywhere near there anyway.
Way far.
It's one of my concerns. So I have rejected. I have pushed back on the whole, top sheet thing.
Yes, but you would not particularly feel a need to pick a fight on the internet over it.
No, I have other things to pick fights about.
Well, there you go.
There you go.